big boys are delivering on the biggest stage of them all. Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and Lionel Messi. Mbappe started with a brace against Senegal. If you look at that match, France versus Senegal, that was quite interesting. The Senegalese held their own. They were difficult. They tried to hold the French team. They also had some chances. They created chances. Unfortunately, in the first half, it was 0-0, but Senegal looked to be on the ascendancy. They looked to be more positive, more intense, and actually had the best chances in that match. In the first half, Nicolas Jackson, the ball coming off the post and hitting Michael Maignan, the goalkeeper. But luckily for France, the ball just went over for a corner. But overall, in that game, there's something I noticed that the Senegalese side, they tried to cool the pressure. They try not to create spaces for the French team, but you could tell with the way the French were attacking, the way they are trying to combine their passes, you could tell that somehow they were going to nick in a goal. And in the second half, of course, the dynamics changed. Michael Olise, you see this man, I know Bayern Munich could do everything not to allow him go. You know, he's enjoying his time at Bayern. But at this World Cup, he's telling the world to be on their last. And he's arguably the best player on the planet at the moment. Arguably. He's one of the best players. His performance in the central role, playmaking role, showed another side of him, showed a different personality of Michael Olise, taking the ball from the middle, dribble left, dribble right, feigning defenders. Well, that pass to Mbappe for the first goal was superb. And Mbappe, what a finisher. In fact, Mbappe, the best striker in the world. No, you can argue all you like. Mbappe today is the best striker in the world, So, yeah, Senegal, their defense, they tried. They didn't do badly, but they were a little bit too slow. And sometimes they gave the ball away a couple of times at dangerous areas. And the third goal that made it 3-1, because immediately Mbaye came on the pitch and Lamina, you could notice the game a little bit changed. They got 2-1. When they got 2-1, towards the end of the match, we were expecting, wow, this is going to be a mouth-watering finish. But what happened? The defense failed Senegal. Koulibaly, how could you allow Michael Olise? Pull him down, man. Just pull him down. At least, the worst case, you get a yellow card. You were 2 on him and you allowed him go and give that pass. But Mendy, I expected better, honestly. I expected better from Eduardo Mendy. He had some saves, some good saves, but that third goal, a long-range shot from outside the box, I expected him to at least get a hand on that ball. But all the same, kudos to Mbappe. What a wonderful strike. I think this French team, the top favorite winning, they were tagged. They are just living up to it. So, France. Wow. No doubt. They are top team. The big boys are actually delivering. So France are 3 points in this group. And the other match, Erling Haaland, after the French game, 3-1 to Senegal. Norway came up in the second match in that group against Iraq. Though Iraq, you could tell they were the low-rated team in that group. But they actually put on some good display. Some nice play and some stiffness against the Norwegians. Though the Norwegians came rushing first half, they were already leading. Erling Haaland got first 2 goals in that match, And for Iraq to equalize, a sweet header from Iran, just to tell you that this World Cup, any team, even the smallest of teams, are ready and prepared. They are not going to back down. They'll keep moving forward, keep playing their best, and try and get a result. When they tried, they got a goal, but 4-1 was a deserved victory for Norway. So Norway they're actually sending a sound of warning to everybody. We are here. We are not here to play. We are here to go places in this World Cup. So in the group, as you can see on the table, Norway are now topping the group with 3 points, 4 goals, 1 considered with plus 3 goals difference, followed by France, still on 3 points with plus 2 goal difference. Then we have Senegal third with a -2, then Iran -3. So the next round of matches will be very, very interesting, and it's going to be crucial for Senegal because they'll be playing Norway. I will have a preview on that match. I see a lot of people talking about Norway. But we'll talk about that. I don't think Senegal we give a good performance against that Norwegian side. I know why. When that time comes, we'll do a preview on that. Then in the other group, wow, Lionel Messi. What can you say? Messi, Messi, Messi. 1, 2, 3, hat-trick against Algeria. His first hat-trick in his last World Cup. This is his 6th World Cup. He had played 5 previous World Cups. He never had a hat-trick. The first World Cup, he had only 1 goal. The second World Cup, he didn't have a goal. The third World Cup, he had 1 goal. The third World Cup, he had 4 goals. You know, the fourth World Cup, he had just 1 goal. The 5th World Cup, which was the last one, he had 7 goals and won the World Cup. Now, this is his last World Cup. Meanwhile, it's going to be 39 in a week's time, and he's having a hat-trick. He's the oldest player to have a hat-trick in a World Cup. A lot of records, and now equals Miroslav Klose as the top scorer in World Cup history. That is 16 goals, and this is just the first match. He still has at least 3 matches and more in this tournament. So you can tell the chances of that Messi will almost certainly break that record to be the top scorer. But Kylian Mbappe is there on his trail, and the way Mbappe is going, their next match against Iran, you expect Mbappe to run riot. Wow, this World Cup is going to be interesting. In fact, it's heating up, it's getting interesting, it's getting fascinating, it's getting pulsating. In fact, when the big boys are playing, you know they've come to the party, they've come to deliver, they've come to tell the world, yes, we are here and we are here to win the title. For this Argentina side, they look very solid. I think they learned their lesson in the last World Cup where in their opening where they lost to Saudi Arabia. But this time, they knew what they needed to do, getting the first goal. Algerians actually, well, they weren't bad, to be fair to them. They were putting nice passes together. They had a few couple of shots on target. They tried, but that Argentine defense looked very solid. Very, very solid, I must say. You know, because they are dogged, they are strong, they fight as a team. But I still have, though it's the first match, but I still have some concerns for them about the Argentine team. Their passing play in the middle still not exquisite, still not free flowing. But but as they progress and advance and grow into the tournament, I believe they'll get some of these things right. And if you notice again, immediately Lionel Messi went out, there was no forward play against Argentina. There was no forward play. Yeah, you could say maybe they were already 3 goals up. They didn't need to. They didn't need to take chances, take the risk of conceding. Yes, I understand, but there were chances they had ball that you expected them to get good possession and even have an interesting attack. But all the same, kudos to them. They are also one of the favorites. Can they defend their title? Can they defend their title? Only time will tell. We are in for a feast at this World Cup. So, thank you very much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, like button, share, and drop a comment. What do you think about this Argentina performance? And Messi, hat-trick, his first hat-trick in the World Cup, in his last World Cup at the age of 39.